I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports.
And they're attempting their second win in this series. They found favorable matchups the first time around. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
It's a matchup that suits them, and if they win this one, they're going to have a big mental edge the next 2 times they see each other.
Now here's Green. And here's Curry for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Curry. Scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. There's a screen. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon. Curry just taking what he sees.
To the middle. And stolen by Green. Curry with it. Picked up by James. Screen by O'Neal. Over James. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Here's Curry. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Shot clock at 6. This is the jumper from the wing. Here's James. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. George with it. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And Ayton pulls it down. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to James with the drive. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
There's so much power on LeBron's drive. The defense, they just more or less clear out.
Here's Edgecombe. Curry, he's open. It's on target from the high post. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Now, here is James. Putting up 23 points per game. He's proved how reliable a threat he is. Richard, you wouldn't think LeBron James could improve, but that 3-point shot has become really consistent.
And well, now you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter at all times. That creates lanes for him to drive or create for others. Some things change, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
Here's Edgecombe. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Doncic. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Smart touched it last.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
The kick out, Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And slam dunked by Jordan.
Oh, Curry is one of the toughest covers in this league, especially when he's working the pick and roll.
James double teamed. Rebounded by Green. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Green, a screen. Here's the teardrop. And a nice layup by Curry. Curry's got 11 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Pajemski. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Here's Curry. It's good from about 19 feet. Curry's got 13.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Jordan, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Jordan's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Smart. And here's Doncic. Paul George pulls it in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, it's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out. Back to you.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's Curry. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Now Los Angeles moving it up. The 3 ball. The Lakers with another miss. The Warriors lead by 8. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Brad.
Yeah, B.A. He completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
Pass to Aiden. Aiden with a screen. Here's Doncic. Some solid defense from Jordan. And here comes the break. Curry with the big motor. Finishes in transition.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Kennard outside. Sinks the tray.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Curry's shot is off.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Doncic. Warriors with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Curry. He's got 15. Over Smart. And the Warriors miss again.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Kennard can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 7. Inside. George. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
.124 left in the first half. To the paint. Outside Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 5. Back to Aiden. He tries the 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. Now Pajemski. No points so far. George outside. Pass to Curry. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Outside Pajemski. The deep 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Lakers trail by 10. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Doncic. The baseline J. Pajemski grabs the board.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Puts up a 3. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. Helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Outside O'Neal. Clock at 6. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
The Warriors lead by 13. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season. But a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
And the basket by Curry. Curry's got 23.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Green. Fires the 3. Curry, that's good. He's got 26.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
That one drops for him.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul, first team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Shot is good by Curry.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
James, right side. Hachimura sets a screen. Pass to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. Blocked! Outside Curry. Over Smart. Curry, no good. Lakers trail by 19. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, the Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Back over to you, Brian.
All right, thank you, Allie. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Pajemski. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's George. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Lakers trail by 17. Richard, when you talk about Austin Reeves, this guy continues to defy expectations.
I still can't believe he was an undrafted free agent. Not only does he score, he shoots an impressive percentage while doing it. It's just an incredible story.
Tries to save it. Pass to James. There, LeBron for three. The Warriors lead by 12. Pajemski with it. Here's George. And Aiden pulls it down. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Vanderbilt. Again, the Lakers.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
To the left wing. Here's Ayton. Can't nail the jumper. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
But things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And there's a pick. For three, George. And Reeves pulls it down. Lakers trail by 13. And who else? LeBron with the finish.
Yo, watch out. LeBron James on the break. Honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Just get out of the way.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's George. Drives to the hoop. Stolen by Ayton.
He set that trap up perfectly. I mean, he had the inside-out pass scouted and jumped right on it. And they just haven't been able to get back at all on the defensive end.
The Warriors lead by 9. Melton outside. Pass to Pajemski. This one for 3. Jordan controls the rebound and the putback. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
Kennard for 3. Ooh, rejected by Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here's Doncic. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Appearing
Los Angeles, 33.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 11-point game. It's stolen by Green. The finish! Oh, look at Green. So smart, so athletic.
Got to reward the big man Green for running the floor. Excellent execution.
Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. The Warriors lead by 13. Curry looking it over. From the wing. Up again. It's good on the putback.
The jam not only shows Jordan's length, but also his hoops IQ. It's hard to line up a putback like that.
Pass to Kennard. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. The three. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And the Warriors with possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Wow. B.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Doncic outside. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. It's stolen by Smart. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Luka with the finish.
And there's Luka, one of the most entertaining players in the league.
Outside Curry. Up and over Doncic. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. 15-point game. Cleared away by Curry.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
The floater. Good for two.
Impeccable touch from Steph.
Lakers trail by 17. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Oh, he cannot hit. On offense, here are the Lakers. Jacks up a three. Gets the three to fall. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Now, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Kennard for three. He can't get that one to fall.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Outside Curry. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And what a huge performance it was for Stephen Curry.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
6 to shoot. Curry. Now Green. Let's loose for 3. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 37.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Curry. James rips down the board. Now Doncic. From downtown. Oh, it's off. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.